Have you ever wondered what the rise and fall of human empires tells us about the future? In one of history's most remarkable visions, a powerful king's dream revealed not just the fate of his own kingdom, but the destiny of human civilization itself. This is the story of the bronze feet, a testament to divine judgment that stands unshaken through the ages. The year was 602 BC. Nebuchadnezzar, the mighty king of Babylon, lay restless in his bed. As he drifted into sleep, a vision appeared that would shake him to his core. He saw an enormous statue, dazzling and terrifying, towering against the ancient sky. But this was no ordinary dream. It was a divine blueprint of human history. The statue's head gleamed with pure gold. Its chest and arms were silver, its belly and thighs bronze, its legs iron, and most mysteriously, its feet were a mixture of iron and clay. As the king watched, something extraordinary happened. A stone, cut by no human hand, struck the statue's feet, causing the entire structure to crumble into dust that blew away like chaff in the wind. Nebuchadnezzar awoke troubled and demanded his wise men interpret the dream. But there was a catch. He refused to tell them what he had seen. They had to describe the dream and its meaning or face execution. Enter Daniel, a young Jewish exile whose wisdom came from the true God of heaven. Standing before the most powerful ruler of his time, Daniel did what seemed impossible. He described the king's dream in perfect detail and revealed its profound meaning. The statue's different materials represented successive kingdoms that would dominate world history. The golden head was Babylon itself, Nebuchadnezzar's own empire, unmatched in splendor and might. But no kingdom lasts forever. The silver chest and arms represented the Medo-Persian Empire that would follow. The bronze belly and thighs symbolized Greece under Alexander the Great. The iron legs pointed to Rome, whose strength would crush and break all others. Yet it's the feet, made of iron mixed with clay, that hold a special significance for us today. Daniel explained that in the final era of human kingdoms, there would be a divided state, strong as iron in some ways, but mixed with common clay, making it fundamentally unstable. Like iron and clay that cannot properly bond, these final kingdoms would not hold together. They would seek alliances through intermarriage and treaties, but unity would elude them. But the vision doesn't end with human kingdoms. The stone cut without hands represents God's kingdom, supernatural in origin and unstoppable in power. When it strikes the feet of iron and clay, it doesn't just damage the statue, it obliterates it completely. This divine kingdom then grows into a great mountain that fills the entire earth. This prophetic vision reveals a profound truth. Human kingdoms, no matter how powerful, are temporary. From ancient Babylon to modern nations, all earthly powers have feet of clay. They may appear strong as iron, but they carry within them the seeds of their own destruction. The bronze feet remind us that divine judgment stands firm. Unlike human kingdoms built on shifting sands of power and politics, God's judgment is unchangeable. His kingdom alone will endure forever. The stone that becomes a mountain shows us that God's plan isn't just about ending human kingdoms. It's about establishing his eternal reign. This vision speaks powerfully to our world today. We live in an age of iron and clay, where nations struggle to maintain unity, where alliances form and crumble, where human power seems both strong and desperately fragile. The statue's feet remind us that all human achievements, impressive as they may be, are ultimately temporary. But there's hope in this vision too. The stone cut without hands reminds us that God's kingdom operates on different principles than human empires. It doesn't rely on military might, economic power, or political maneuvering. It grows not through human effort but through divine power. Nebuchadnezzar's response to this revelation was remarkable. The mighty king fell on his face before Daniel and declared, "Truly, your God is God of gods and Lord of kings, and a revealer of mysteries." Even the most powerful ruler of his time recognized a greater authority. As we look at our world today, we see the truth of this ancient vision playing out before our eyes. Nations rise and fall. Alliances form and break. Power shifts like sand in the wind. But divine judgment stands firm, unchanged by time or circumstance. The bronze feet remind us to build our lives not on the shifting foundations of human power, but on the unshakable reality of God's kingdom. In a world of iron and clay, we're called to be citizens of an eternal kingdom, ambassadors of a power that will never fade or fail. This vision, given to a pagan king but interpreted by a faithful prophet, continues to speak across the centuries. It reminds us that history is not random, that kingdoms rise and fall according to divine purpose, and that ultimately God's judgment will prevail. The bronze feet stand as an eternal testimony that human power is temporary, but divine authority endures forever.